The sun is shining once again here on the Isle of Man at the TT races fueled by Monster Energy. And there's a strange contraption gun bike, a bike with a front bit to put stuff in, not a back bit. That's weird. Push bike. Christy, DeHaven, good morning.
That will mean nothing to anybody.
I know. Roads closing this morning then, and what do we got on?
Yeah, so at the moment, the clerk of the course, Gary Thompson, has confirmed the conditions are good all around the course. So everything is going ahead as previously published, which means that from Barrule Park, Ramsey to Bungalow, the road will be closed at 9:15. Bungalow to Cregnabar, the road will be closed at 9:30. The rest of the course will close at 10 a.m. Then the racing begins. At 10:45, we've got the Monster Energy Super Sport race. At 12:45, the SES TT Zero race. 2:10, Bennett's Lightweight TT race. 3:55, Sidecar qualifying. 4:10, Senior TT qualifying. And then from 4:55, the roads are due to be open except Barrule Park, Ramsey to Cregnabar, and that will all be opened by 5:55 all around the course.
Lots of crossing points as well in between races too. Time permitting,
if all
obviously.
Goes to, because there weren't the other day in the end, but it looks, it's good weather, so fingers crossed.
Does look very, very good. Our guests on the chat show this morning will be Johnny Barton. We've also got Richard Milky, Quayle and Keith Amor. We're also streaming live on Facebook this morning, and again, if you miss any part of the programme, it is on the Manx Radio portal. If you'd like to check that out on there, and I promise to try and knock up my knees on camera. It's kind of a bit scary. If you'd like to get in touch this morning, we want to hear from you and maybe fire some questions at the three boys. That'd be quite nice. We're here till 9 o'clock doing this. So, Christy, how do they get in touch with us on the show?
Well, it's very easy to post a comment on the Facebook live video, and you can see if you can see Kinner's knees under the table as well if you're on there. You can also text us 166 if you start your message TT, that helps us as well, or you can email studio@radiott.com.
So John Barton joins us, first guest in the studio this morning. Johnny, nice to have you back again, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah, really good. I had a great couple of weeks already. And it's been one of the best TTs again, hasn't it? The weather's come out. It's been, we've been blessed by the good weather again, and the racing's been fantastic. And looking forward to the last couple of race days, and then a good rest.
Good rest. But you're out this afternoon in the lightweight race, so you can't have a rest just yet, can you?
No, come 5 o'clock, I'll feel a lot better. How's
the Super Twin been? Because you've run one quite a few years now, haven't you?
Yeah, it's good. I've gone quicker than I ever have done it this year. So, yeah, we're sitting in quite a good position at the moment. So just hope, it's 4 laps, isn't it, with those bikes, especially in this heat. They don't like, they won't like it too much. So I think it's going to be a race of attrition. But if you do 4 laps, then you're going to be in with a bit of a shout, I think.
Obviously, they've moved it up from 3 laps as it was, where you just have to come in and do a little splash and dash or just stop and go. But now, pit stop is mandatory, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So it's good for the class to get, to get it up to the 4 lap. It's a proper TT race, as it were now.
It's a proper, not 6 though.
No.
Way too long.
I don't miss doing those 6 laps anymore. That's real hard work.
Physical on your body. I mean, it's so tough. I mean, a lot of the riders have said it's taken a little while for their bodies to get trained back into doing it again. The first night, heaven's like hanging off, and then come the second night, you're just kind of easing into it.
You just can't believe how physical it is around this place. With those super bikes, all they want to do is go in a straight line, and you have to manhandle them so much. And even speaking to a few of the boys after that first night's practice, you said they're all shocked. They said they can't. You forget how physical and how fast it is around this place with one of those super bikes.
What are you lapping on lightweight bike? What's your lap time?
I've done 114.5 in practice. So I'm really happy with that. It'd be icing on the cake would be to do a 115 today. That's the plan. But as you say, we'll see how it goes.
Who knows with those things? Obviously, I can see the lap record going in that one today. I really can. Either it's going to be Michael, it's going to be even Derek McGee, who's been running really well. It could be Ivan Linton, it could be James Count, it could be anybody like that. It's going to be good. Yeah,
the twin race is wide open. It really is. But for me, I find it hard to. If it lasts 4 laps, I don't think anyone will see where Michael goes. He said to me, kind of in confidence, he reckons he can do 123 on it.
Really?
If that's the case, that's pretty special. So, but yeah, as you say, there's lots of other guys, just waiting in the sidelines. Again, with the twin, it's always difficult come the race because a lot of the boys don't do many laps on it in practice. They concentrate on the big bike, so no one really shows their hand until the race.
Okay. Keith Amor joins us as well. Good morning, young man. Good morning, sir. How you doing? All right, Keith?
Yeah, not too bad. I was a little bit delayed, got stuck behind the bin lorry.
Did you really? Were you giving them a hand, were you? Or?
No, I'm not as fast as I used to be, unfortunately.
Were you on the push bike, or in the car?
I've actually borrowed / stolen Jonathan Ray's minibus. So
okay, all right.
we spent the night in Castletown last night, so it was nice driving.
Yeah, how is Jonathan? Happy enough?
Yeah, he's just getting packed up, ready to go away to Brno this morning, so I think he's quite excited about it. They had a real good test there, so I think he's looking forward to it.
Let's look at your role, what you do here at the TT. This is your first year doing it, isn't it? I think, isn't it, this VIP thing?
No, I actually done it in 2012 first time.
Okay.
That was after retirement 1.
Retirement 1, then retirement 2, yeah. So you come back and done this, and it's an enjoyable thing. You must get some really strange questions taking people around, mustn't you?
I enjoy it because I think you kind of get to see it from a completely different angle from being a racer. And the kind of group of people that I've been looking after so far, the groups of people I've been looking after so far, they're actually quite knowledgeable. It's nice when you actually have people in there that are really enthusiastic about the bikes. Every once in a while there's kind of corporate guests in there that don't really know what a bike is other than it's got 2 wheels. But I've been really fortunate this year, and some of the guys have been really, really good fun.
Looking back at the racing so far, boys, I mean, the RST Superbike race kicked it all off, and what a lap from Dean Harris and John Barton. Incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is incredible. I mean, Dean's it sort of blew everyone away, really, didn't it? But I mean, Dean's had a fantastic year so far at BSB. He's been really shining there, and then off the back of a really good Northwest. But it was amazing. But I mean, he really pulled the pin early on in practice.
Did a John McGuinness, didn't he? He did what John used to do on the first lap.
Yeah,
fast
that's
one
it.
In,
And it was all set up for a really good race. Unfortunately, he fried the clutch, but it's going to be interesting. Come Friday, we were going through the new race record sectors the other night, and the ultimate lap now is 135.6. So I'm sure if the weather stays like this, we're going to see something like that happen. I think. I'm
just looking at Keith Amor's face here. 135.6, Keith. I mean, you weren't too shabby around here on a superbike. That's something else, isn't it?
The only thing I know is I'm not waking up in the morning thinking I've got to do 135 mile an hour today, because that's ballistic, man. I mean, I never actually thought it would go to this level this quickly.
It has just a massive jump, isn't it? Because the guys back in 4th, 5th and 6th place are like 30 seconds back on the lead in 3 who seem to be breaking away. You got Dunlop, Harrison and Hickman. Those 3 seem to be the ones just a little level above some of the other guys. But I tell you what, I think if we get a group of them together on Friday, I really think if they all hold together and everybody stays in, I think we will see that go. I really do.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see it go. But as you say, those 3 seem to have just got that extra little something this week. So it's hard to look beyond those 3 for where anything else is going to come from. But I'm sure if they all keep going, then that 135 will be on the cards.
Christy, anybody getting in touch this morning?
Yeah,
I'm sure they are.
Yet again, there's people listening all over the world. So Susie and Dave say hello to you guys from North Queensland, Australia. We've got Fenwick listening in India. We've got Julie listening in Suffolk. We've had a message from sunny Cyprus saying hello to everyone. And then a nice message here for you, Johnny. Good morning, guys. The very best of Johnny Barton in the race today from your old friend Hugh McGuinness in South Africa.
Yeah. Wow. Cheers, Hugh.
See? Yeah.
So all over the world. So you can find us on Manx Radio TT Facebook Live. You can comment on there. Or you can, of course, tweet us at Manx Radio TT from wherever you are.
You can do. Just have a little back of that Superbike race again. Obviously some great performances. Most importantly, Ivan Lintin just shy of that 130. He wants that 130, doesn't he, young Ivan?
Yeah, Ivan's really impressed me this year. Because it's taken him a while with the Superbikes to really sort of adjust to them. But this year he's really on top of his game. And he's riding brilliantly. Everywhere we've sort of seen him or looked at him on the telly, and that he's looking good. I think he's really in a happy place with himself as well. And the team, as we know, is a fantastic team. Yeah. They're all real behind him. So I think come Friday, it's on the cards for him to join it, and also Phil Crow.
Yeah, Big Phil
just missed out on the 130 as well, which would be brilliant to see him.
Well,
Big
Phil Crow.
Ex-Big Phil Crow.
You wouldn't want to fight him anyway. What about Davey Todd? He's gone quite well too for Johnny Burrow's team. Very well.
Oh yeah, Davey's been. I mean, he's been one of our pupils this year over the winter. We've had Davey over a lot, and he's a naturally class rider. Whatever he's done in the past, he's always done well and has ended up winning. So we always knew that he had the talent. But what he did the other day was, it was incredible. It was, really, really good lap from him. As I say, me and Milky, we all get nervous when our newcomers start doing these sort of times. I keep going down. I say, David, you're doing a great job, but just, please make sure
Steady yourself.
Yeah, steady away. I know Johnny Burrows is the same. Yeah, their team's brilliant.
Yeah.
Johnny's been there, seen it, done it. And every time I go down there, Johnny Burrows is saying, all right, calm down. You've done 127, but just give us 20 laps, 125.
Practice.
Keep learning. Yeah.
Just explain what it is you actually do with the newcomers then to actually prepare them for a TT.
Well, we just kind of, first of all, all the newcomers that want to do it, they kind of send in their CV to us, and we kind of mill it around, myself, Milky and Paul, and then we kind of then take the people that we really think are going to be able to sort of cope with it and adapt to it. So then we get them over for weekends throughout the winter, and we take them around in cars, and we sort of give them all our knowledge of how to learn the track, and we send them away with onboard DVDs that we've done. So everything that we sort of say to them whilst we're going around in a lap, they can then have that at home, looking at it every day. And then each time they come back, their knowledge is getting better, so we can then go into more depth about certain areas and what gears you should be in and where you should be on the track. So basically, we say to them, all that we want is that by the time they tip up here for the TT, they know where it goes left and right.
They're ready.
Yeah. The bike, as we say to them, they wouldn't be here if we didn't think they were capable of being here. So all they've got to do is learn where they go, and then obviously they've got to learn to do it at speed, which is another bit of a shock to the system.
It is, because they've all done pretty good progressions on speeds, haven't they, as well? They've jumped up, not like first lap 113, 114, then they go 125. Yeah. It's been a really good progression on the speeds, isn't it?
And that's what we always say, always little increments around this course. Never make big jumps, never make big decisions, just every time little increments, little, just as their confidence gets better.
I heard a lot of noise.
The quicker they'll go.
I thought it was going to be Quayle turning up.
There's no telling what he's going to turn up
No,
on.
there isn't riders. John Barton joins us this morning. Keith Amor, and I know Milky Quayle probably brushing a hedge somewhere or something, whatever he's doing. He'll be tidying up something. But he will be here at some point. We are assured of that. He's obviously busy this morning. Well, have some more questions for the guys, please. We need to take a very short break back here at the TT Grandstand with Johnny Barton and Keith Amor and Richard Milky Quayle in a couple of moments.